3万，哇操，好贵哦！哇靠，没钱啊！中投这么贵哦，靠！右滑，哇，好难哦！那怎么点啊？啊！哦呦，运球，运球加速，传球。这应该随便射了吧？是这样吧？3万起，运球、扣球，给老鼠。哇！先开徽章哦。 18加干够。啊，不管了，不管了，就这样子吧。开搞，开搞。代言选秀，好，也选秀了。Hello， 齐轩。我操！早安啊，齐轩。OK， 起了。我去打车了。怎么离开啊？靠！我要直接选秀了，我不管了。靠！有力吗？我选秀啊！选秀选一选啊！是 PK 盘。
MyCourt is back, Chris.
It was so great to see it return last year, and now for 2K26, it's bigger and better than ever.
Think of MyCourt as your own personal hub in the city. You can jump in to learn 2K, practice your shot to your heart's content, and run through a whole series of drills and games either with your friends or with AI players.
That's right. There's plenty of new ones too, Alexis, including free throws and put-back practice, two of my favorite new ones.
There's some great customization available here too, including a much deeper floor editor and a host of new murals and other visual enhancements that can really help make it your own.
That's right, and it's the perfect place to display all of your accolades from your NBA career. From jersey swaps with some of the biggest stars to trophies and other key mementos, it's all right here.
So what are you waiting for? Get to it, your mic.
这到底怎么选秀啊？靠！
Yo, we have Dion Benjamin, NBA skills. Wow, that's the dream. Morning, Ma. Hey, honey. Hey, look at this real quick.
What?
You see that? If I make a run at Dion's, I can make a EYBL team. And no, listen. This is the Nike Club League I've been telling you about, Ma.
Didn't you already send your tape to this guy?
Yeah, but I just can't wait around hoping that he sees it. There's only one more club season before I graduate. Dad, you know I need to take some initiative.
Son, I love you. But we are not going to send you to LA in hopes that this legendary skills trainer just lets you walk up in his gym. And besides, you got a scout from BC coming to your game today.
Dad, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
That's the only scout who's come see me all year. Mom, listen, no. If I go to LA and I make an EYBL team, scouts will come to every game.
Okay, let's take this one step at a time. Right now, you have your morning workout, and then you're going to the diner.
Wait, no. I thought I was off today.
No. Patty has her daughter's dance recital, remember?
Dang, that's right.
And then you got your game, and you will destroy Kobe Starks, who we both know that you are better than. And then you get that offer from BC.
Yes.
But son, you just need to be patient.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Love y'all.
Love you too.
Alright, here you go, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
I'm taking
Yeah!
修了。哎呦！干嘛？我操！这个脚步。
Taking that strong. Hey, yo, right here.
难赢。
Again, my man. Hey, I came through with it tonight, but it was fun, wasn't it? Oh.
你900块了。
My man. Hey, I came through.
Hey,
Hey,
how'd it
hey.
go?
It was incredible, completely.
Okay. Hey, what's up again? It's your boy MP.
Incredible, completely.
Hey, what's up again? It's your boy MP.
哎呀，我要选秀啊！我不要玩这个啊！你不能用这种你人声有点小声。你说我本人的声音吗？麦克风拿近一点好了。麦克风这样近一点。喂，我靠，三小对。我想要选秀，不让我选秀是三小啊，我选秀啊。我感冒也不能太大声，喉咙会痛，喉咙会不舒服。 像不能，好像只能玩剧情的，不能。哎，选秀之夜，等一下，怎么突然选秀之夜了？第二轮末端，来，选秀感兴趣的球队。啊，打一下吧，打一下吧，一下手感。
Okay, what?
我跟你讲说啊，你一定要买29、2000、3000那个。你看我现在我把钱都花光了，我现在超强，超猛，玩起来超爽。我操，这个绿圈超级大，杀死！不敢上那个。手给我，这个挡开，上来，干丁老师完了，哇，来呀！有了没？他一定超头了。包夹，干！为什么？不想啊！那边，再包夹，再包啊！会包，会包。操！说你在讲，怎么说你是哪一个？完了，太勉强了啦！ 你叫什么名字啊？我有2个账号哎。你讲完就会爽。我没有印象，什么时候打的？有印象吗？下不能打啊！操，快快，别讲！真的。
Hey, yo, right here. Hey,
This is it. 好啊，我晚点再打，晚点再打。好凶哦！Nice， 三星。OK， 22分得11分，得了1半分数。
Yeah, they can't guard me. Let's go.
Coach Troy, MP.
What are you doing hiding them?
Coach Weber, MP.
Pleasure, Coach.
Okay.
So, what you thinking?
OK， 选这个3人。
Excuse me, Coach Webb. I'm ready.
I know what you're thinking. Did I make the right choice? Now, you got a lot of ground to make up in a short amount of time, but you hear? Oh, whoa! This reminds me of.
OK， 开打。
You got a lot of ground to make up in a short amount of time, but you hear?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your. Hey,
这个长得超像 Jalen Green 的，超像。
PM?
Nah, man. MP.
My bad.
Hey, bro, I get it, you know. High flying guard like yourself. Out of Chicago? I mean, everybody knows who you are. Guys have been trying to make a name for themselves off of you for years.
这个脸像我吗？
Man, probably too many to count, huh? You know what? I'm gonna help you out. After tonight's game, you'll never forget my name again.
You talk good. But you know what I hear? There ain't no faking it. Now, you got a cute story and all, man. But you're a long way from Vermont. You about to get exposed.
Yeah, talent's talent. So I'm not worried.
Maybe you should.
哦，喷热色话。
Maybe. Nah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast. We have some great WCBL action coming your way with the Union Elite taking on Team Ballers. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, this one's going to be a fun one tonight.
And there's some new faces for both of these club teams. A lot of turnover for Team Ballers. And Union Elite has recently added a new face named MP.
And I'm curious about how all the newcomers blend in with the core players who have a bit more experience of playing together.
I mean, look, it's never easy fitting in as a new player. And for a guy like MP, it can be a challenge to find his spot on the team. And the debut here for MP. Nobody knows too much about him other than he's from Vermont. Interesting to see how he fits into this team.
Starting tonight for Team Ballers, Cody Etherington is at the point. Jaden Moore is going to be their slashing shooting guard. Then Bertie and Rodriguez are filling in at the forward slot. With Casco patrolling the paint. Tonight's lineup for the Union Elite. Moon Diaz will lead things off at the guard, while MP starts at shooting guard. The tandem of Jake Bird and Brandon Harris are the forwards, with Drew Roberts playing the 5. And with MP, I know several teams were interested in having him join their club.
Well, there isn't much tape to work off of for MP. There's truly a question mark on this roster, but the coaching staff thinks he's raw, and they must have seen something to take the risk with him.
Well, you look at Jaden Moore, and it doesn't take long to see why he's on the 2K U250. Great instincts at attacking the basket.
And he's not the biggest guard by any means, but he is incredibly slippery when getting at the D. Very hard to stay in front of, and he's a surprisingly consistent finisher around the rim.
They've been sure difficult to stop lately,
and this run could get stretched out even more.
Harris outside. MP up top. Shot clock at 6. From G. He makes another one. That's number 4 for him. He's now 4 for 4.
Their offense has been firing on all cylinders since the opening tip.
Yeah, the D already scrambling to make adjustments before this game gets out of hand.
Now here's Bertie. Outside, Moore. Pasco. And that falls. Nice feed that time from Moore. And guys, as we mentioned, MP recently breaking into that 2K U250 list.
And look, that might seem low, but to be anywhere on this list means you at least have some serious potential. Nobody's quite sure what development path MP is going to take, but there's a feeling that he has a high ceiling.
Now MP. He's got 11. Diaz. Left side, Harris. Jacks up a 3. Pasco pulls it in. Team Lawler's trailing. Here's the break. That's finished off by Rodriguez.
Guys, he's playing big when we were watching it. Arnaldo Rodriguez taking flight.
MP outside. On the wing, Harris. MP. And again, a Union Elite knocked down the 3.
And that's what's built them this early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the D needs to recognize that. Get out there on those shooters. Pronto.
Now here's Moore. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And for many of these young men in club play, this is where they learn to solely focus on basketball as their sport.
Yeah, up until now, a lot of these guys played multiple sports. This is where they're starting to learn the nuance and the craft of the game. It's a great place to really hone your abilities.
And it comes off the front of the rim. And another bucket from T-Ballers.
I love that Bertie understands that if the mid-range shot is there, you got a clean look at the basket, you have to take it.
Pass to Robert. MP. And Union Elite knocked down another 3.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Outside, Moore. Bertie. Up top, Etherington. Diaz covering. Back to Etherington. Shoots the 3. And it's Bird with the board. Pass to Diaz. Screen by MP. Fires the 3. And again, a Union Elite knocked down the 3.
They've really built themselves an impressive lead in the opening minutes.
Yeah, solid defense paired with an aggressive offense. They just keep gaining ground.
And in club league play here in the WCBL, these kids get such a wealth of minutes in such a short amount of time.
The games come fast and quick, and honestly, there's a lot to learn on the fly, but there's a ton of opportunity. And for some players, it can be a bit overwhelming.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball right now. Back to MP from outside the arc. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. Shooting 80% on the night.
His three-point shot has been so pure, just draining one after another.
Kicks it to Summers. Now Pasco. Now Moore. Can they get it? With the teardrop. Misses the layup. He had him with the pump fake. Union Elite with the ball. 14 points, their largest lead of the game. For a lot of club players, this is their first time learning a role other than being the star of their team.
For many of these guys, they were the best that their school had to offer. But in this league, the skill level and competition here is much higher. And look, at the end of the day, not everyone is going to be the offensive star of their team, and that's so important for the development of these guys, to learn how to fill the role that's needed.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's one, pass to Etherington. Here's McGill. Whoa! And he didn't get quite enough under that one. MP outside. Three-pointer. Immediately knocked down another three.
Offense and defense have really come together for them, helping to strengthen this league.
They've taken absolute control of the action. Other team needs to get something going if they want to stay in this thing.
Pass to Etherington. And Team Ballers miss again. One thing that the players need to balance in club play is focusing more on winning versus stuffing their own stat sheet.
It's a chance to show your skills in this league, and of course you want to win the game, but win or lose at the end of the day, scouts are factoring in your individual performance as well. So if you want to get noticed, you better be playing your best out there.
And here's more from the arc. Sinks the tray.
And when Moore's shooting well in rhythm, he's a major threat. Fantastic execution off the catch.
Outside MP. 4-3. And again, a Union Elite knocked down the three.
He's having a terrific game from downtown, burying just about everything.
You can feel the confidence he has in his three-point shot at this point.
Now here's more. Wong trying to come back with a three of his own, but it's no good. MP outside. This one for three. Long grabs the miss. And now looking over at the bench for the Union Elite, Coach Weber is one of the more established coaches here in the WCBL.
It's true that Coach can be a bit tough on his players at times, but he knows how to get the most of them. I know a lot of his former players really appreciate the approach he has.
And MP gets it to go.
Stepping up to the challenge and returning fire from three-point range.
Whoa, looks like we have a real battle from beyond the arc.
Now here's more. And he's got 6 points for him. And a whistle blown against MP. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rodriguez. Etherington outside. Pass to Moore. With just 5 to shoot. And from 16 feet away, he cans it.
That's textbook. Moore got to his spot, and he made the defense pay.
And here's MP. 37 for him. Finished off by Harris. One thing that's surprising about Brandon Harris, he might be the most serious teenager that you'll ever meet.
Oh, that's for sure, Joe. Harris is all business, on and off the floor. Almost hyper-focused on getting the most out of his basketball career. And I know the coaches love that about him.
Now, here's Bertie. Etherington for three. And Harris pulls down the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good from MP.
Since the start of this game, they've been focused on good offensive positioning and finding quality shots.
I'm looking at the team field goal percentages side by side here. It's clear who's playing better basketball this half.
So we got a pretty lopsided affair through the first half. It's Union Elite delivering the blowout. And don't go away, we'll be back right after the break. You look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Cashing in on some good luck so far.
And that jumper is really working. Has a good release. Let's see if that can continue into the second half.
And something to note about MP, I heard he was training with Dion Benjamin to help prepare for this one.
And if you don't know about Dion Benjamin, he has a well-known open run. A lot of talent has come out of there. And to see MP working out with him, that's certainly a positive in the eyes of many scouts.
Well, Etherington was fully relying on his skill and agility there, but he manages to beat the foul.
Here's Robert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
Moore, now covered by MP. And the whistle blown against MP. Well, what a show we've seen so far from MP. He's come out and put on a clinic. He looks head and shoulders above Moore right now.
Well, if there was any fans doubting the impact that MP can make, I doubt they're saying much right now. A great offensive showing from MP so far. He's been terrific.
Here's Moore, and he floats it in for the easy deuce. Credit the assist on that one.
At this point, alarms are sounding because it seems like Jaden Moore is making a statement in this game. He's tough to contain. It looks like he's feeling good out there.
He's really been producing offensively tonight, helping build that lead they're enjoying.
It's the kind of shooting that you can build your whole offensive strategy around.
Here's Wong. It's Moore on the wing. Kicks it to Summers. Here's Dykstra, guarded by Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Summers. Rejected by Mitchell. MP left side. Another shot. And he sinks the layup.
Great job keeping the play alive. Those are hustle points.
Pass to Dykstra. Here's Summers. Moore. Here's the heel. Off target from outside. Fast break. Here we go. And that one, good.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Here's Team Ballers now. Kicks it to Summers. Here's Wong. Will it go? Mitchell brings down the board. Now here's MP. He's guarded by Moore. MP outside. Offline with the 3. Pass to Moore. Jumper over MP. And again, no good by Team Ballers. And there's the pick. Offensive rebound. And it's finished off by Harris.
Gotta give Harris credit for getting after it on the glass. He earned that second chance bucket.
Here's McGill. To the paint. Wong, shot is off. MP outside. Lets it go from deep. Launches it, knocks it down from distance.
You believe you've scored more than half the points? That's a major contribution right there.
Right side, Moore. They need this. Harris comes down with the board. On the wing, it's MP. Moore covering. MP. Mitchell outside. MP. Three-pointer. He can't hit it that time. Here's Wong. Pass to Moore. Over to the wing. Here's Summers. Dykstra, guarded by Mitchell. And it's Dykstra missing. And they can just sit on the ball here. They've earned the win. Now MP. The 3-ball. You can't get that one to fall. So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm intrigued by what we saw from MP in this one. This kid has a ton of potential. I wouldn't be surprised to see him move.
So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm intrigued by what we saw from MP. This kid has a ton.
Oh, Jay Moore ain't got nothing on him. Yeah! Yo, I thought bro would be better after all that smoke he was blowing. Nah, today, you were hooping. Yo, I thought bro would be better after all that smoke he was blowing. Nah, today, you were hooping.
灌篮吧，近距离切入灌篮，原地灌篮。又要打了，是不是？哇，打那么多场，太累了吧？
Look, they call this kid Thunder for a reason. If you let him establish himself in the paint, seal you off, you're done. He's gonna put you in the basket. MP, nice of you to join us. Take a seat. As I was saying, Milestone is the focus. Get a front him. Deny the...
I'm so...
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our broadcast of the WCBL. Milestone leads the Surf City Waves up against Union Elite. And some news here, we're told earlier MP is serving a one-game suspension. Coach wouldn't go into any further details, but we'll update you as we find out more. In the meantime, Surf City has won the tip and we're underway. And he slams it down, making it look so easy. Stone going to work on him. And that one's good.
This is what the scouts want to see. The level of dominance that Stone plays with near the rim is why he's so highly regarded.
Surf City on the break, and Stone with a thunderous finish. Dunk after dunk in this one.
Tough lesson for MP to learn tonight.
Stone working inside, kicks it up, and the three is good. Surf City extending their lead.
And the way that this Surf City team has picked apart and dismantled Union Elite tonight, hard enough for us to watch, but I imagine it's even harder for MP. They needed him tonight, and quite frankly, he let his team down by getting that suspension.
And this one is now officially over. Surf City comes away with a huge win. Thanks for tuning in.
Good day. Thanks. Getting that suspension.
Comes away with a huge win. Thanks for tuning in.
我的肤色有点良好，肤色怪怪的，操！差不多吧。 么我被禁赛啊？到底为什么？妈的，傻眼。
Listen, I grew up in a small town too.
Good evening, all. Glad you could join us. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. WCBL action is coming up with the Union Elite facing off against the attack from SAC.
Well, both teams have players on the 2KU 250 list. Harris for Union Elite and Drexel Carrington for attack from SAC. Here's hoping they both wow us with their best tonight.
And the backdrop to all of this, the Interstate 5 battle. It's Sacramento taking on LA.
And look, I don't care what level of basketball is being played. It's always important when it's Sacramento versus LA. There's too much history, too much bitterness between the cities on the basketball court to overlook.
I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
And the lineup for the attack from SAC. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lund forming the front line. Tonight's lineup for the Union Elite. Moon Diaz will lead things off at the guard, while MP starts at shooting guard. The tandem of Jake Bird and Brandon Harris are the forwards, with Drew Roberts playing the five. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington, but they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change the player develops over their youth career, but first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
And it's Carrington missing the look. When you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday, Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all. Really, Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Now here's Lund. There's the lob to the hoop.
Watch out!
It took him a while, but then
Player at all. He's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Now here's Lund. There's the lob to the hoop.
it took him a while, but then
小，这怎么进的？那怎么倒退时间？模仿。
finally takes the lid off.
Sometimes all it takes is one to get a whole team going. Let's see.
MP outside. Great D that time from Drexel Carrington. From outside the arc, it's Bird with the board.
He fired with confidence from deep. Just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, but you love that shooter's attitude. Shoot it when he can.
And Harris gets it to go.
Well, we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
To the paint. And he uses the glass on the layup. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young, and sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
They're gone. Bring the ball up the floor. Pass to Lund. The kick to Carrington. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Union Elite leading this one. MP outside. And Union Elite knocked down another three.
Their offense has been on an absolute tear. They're simply overpowering the opposition and taking this game right now.
100%. We'll see if they can manage to keep this up.
They're gone. Bring the ball up the floor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. 6 on the shot clock. Lund. Yes, it's good. And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity. Mostly.
Count it, it's good.
They've really built themselves an impressive lead in the opening minutes.
Yeah, solid defense paired with an aggressive offense. They just keep gaining ground.
They're gone. Bring the ball up the floor. Inside, Carrington. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I love the confidence Carrington plays with inside. He just knows how to capitalize.
MP outside. No good on the three.
He's got a great stroke. That almost dropped.
Yeah, a lot of time he'll hit those no matter how tight the D is.
Out of bounds, it goes to Union Elite. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
With just 5 to shoot. Carrington, covered by MP. The shot, no good. Mitchell, back to MP. Drops it in from long range.
Good decision making right there by Mitchell, showing how unselfish he can be with passes like this.
Pass to Olsen. Carrington. Sacked with another miss.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. Might be time to take a step in.
Now here's MP. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Off the mark there with the three. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on this team has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
Fast break, here we go! Hooked away. Carrington shot falls.
And I love how opportunistic Carrington can be in the open floor. Phenomenal hustle there.
Mitchell outside. MP. Misses the three. Here's Cunningham. Guarded by MP. Out to the wing. Back to Pagan. Pulls down the rebound. And so Union Elite has it here. They've led by as many as 11. It's MP missing. Sack trailing here. Kicks it to Pagan. Martinez with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Over Harris. And it's the Union Elite with the rebound. Down low. It's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And you watch Brandon Harris, you can see why scouts love him. Just absolutely gifted as a finisher.
And it's not just at the rim. Even though Harris is automatic down beneath the basket, he can attack a defense from multiple spots on the floor. Harris has everything you want from a scoring big man.
Guys, there's so many things to like about Harris. The biggest attribute might be his ability to guard multiple positions. He can score like a machine.
And you love the lead pass where he hits his man in stride.
Now here's Bird. D, no good. Pass to Carrington. From D. Diaz with the steal. Now 5 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. The kick out to Lund. Off target from outside. MP inside. That shot off the mark. The shot off that time. That'll do it for the first half. Union Elite ahead. They lead by 7. And we'll return right after this break. And now we're back, bringing you the second half of this WCBL action between the attack from SAC and the Union Elite. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
Now here's Bird. He hasn't put up any points in this one. Gets the three to fall.
The D's got to do a little better. That's a high percentage shot if they don't get it right in his face.
They just can't get anything going offensively.
And you can see the frustration mounting. They just don't know who to turn to for points.
Outside Pagan. Back to Lund.
That's a solid contest. Takes a lot of extra effort. That's why Drew Robert gets a lot of admiration from coach. He doesn't just sit back and watch something happen.
Buries it from three-point range. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington's coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
Now MP to the middle. Outside for Diaz. There's the three. Shot clock at 6. MP. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
To hold the run. And the bucket is good from Carrington. He knocks it down from deep.
Nice job by the one, Pagan. Running offense and finding a teammate.
The pick from Harris. And here's MP on the outside. Hits the trifecta.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter oriented.
Martinez outside. One with the pick. Carrington for three. Off the tray. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there's a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K U250.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
MP, no good. Martinez up top. Bird defending. To the inside, Carrington. The lead pass was put just in the right spot to produce the layup.
Oh, and it's looking like one of those games for Carrington, and even scarier for the other team. He tends to light it up with steals and deflections after he makes a few, and he can wreck you on both ends, a very unique wing in this league.
Now a timeout called by Union Elite. So both teams making some changes here. And so Union Elite has it here. 17 points was their biggest margin. MP up top, now covered by Martinez. Pass to Robert, puts up a three. And it's rebounded by Martinez. Well, guys, we talked a lot about both of them coming into this match, but MP is having a much bigger impact so far in this one than Carrington.
He is. He's been the more aggressive player so far. MP isn't waiting for chances to come to him. He's making things happen whenever he's involved in the play, and I like what I'm seeing from this kid.
Here's Bird. MP. Pass to Diaz. And here's MP on the outside. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. Pagan with it, now guarded by MP. Here's Cunningham. Here's the three. It doesn't go for him.
Well, when you got a shot like that, you've got to take it.
Hey, sometimes good shots just don't fall, but it's still a good look.
A nice shot by Robert.
It might take the whole team to contest Robert. He's that good and close.
And the attack from Sack call time here. MP really making a difference out here.
Doing lots of damage from deep. The opposition has to play tighter defense on it.
Both teams making a change here. Outside Pagan. Pass to Lund. Now Carrington. This one for three. It's rebounded by Robert. Right side MP. Lets it go from 14. And no good. On offense, here's Sack. They trail by 11. Out to the right wing. Now Pagan. Martinez outside. Block at 6. Shoots over Robert. And it's stolen away by Robert. Diaz with it. Martinez covering. Here's MP. Right side, it's Diaz. Shoots it over line. Hands the shot from the wing.
Ooh, that was like a Dre Hugo signature mid-range shot. Nice form on the jumper by Diaz.
And so here it's Sack. It's a 13-point ball game. Timeout called by Sack. They'll talk things over. To the paint. Brandon Harris with some nice D. Finds Bird. Trying his luck from deep. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Totally in control right there. Jake looking like another Bird right there.
Blocked by Harris. Outside MP. Down low. Here's Robert. Banked in off the glass.
And this is how you finish a game. They keep adding to this lead and putting it on them.
It really speaks to how competitive these guys are. They're just going to keep playing until that final buzzer sounds.
Pass to Lund. Over Bird. No good. In and out and off the rim. Knocked away. MP outside. And here's Harris. Robert guarded by Lund. Shot clock at 5. The shot from Bird, no good. Carrington for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's a shooter. Just kick Carrington the ball and let it fly.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. From deep, it's MP. Drains the triple.
And in just a blink, they answer back with a 3 of their own.
Motto a motto. It's partly a matter of pride right now.
For 3. And again, Sack with the triple.
This offense is at its best when Carrington is shooting the 3 with confidence.
MP up top. He's covered by Carrington. From deep, it's MP. So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, I thought the most interesting part of the game was watching MP show what he's capable of. He's got that moxie, and just the way he carries himself, he gives off superstar vibes.
And he makes winning plays. Of course, on the other end, you have attack from...
Good game, y'all. MP! Hey, what up, man? Right. Devontae Mills. Good game, y'all. MP! Hey, what up, man? Right. Devontae Mills.
to our 2K presentation of the WCBL. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Auger and Drake Hugo, and tonight it's the Highflyers going up against the Union Elite.
Well, MP brings the excitement for the Union Elite, and they have an efficient scorer in Harris as well. And Highflyers are led by the vivacious Devontae Mills.
And both of these teams have done plenty well so far in club play this year.
Yeah, and that's a testament to these guys. The rosters aren't overly loaded for either team, but the Stars have done a great job of leading the way for their respective sides. I expect both of them to be putting it all out on the floor tonight.
Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game is MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
In there for the Highflyers, Devontae Mills and Jason Brock are the guards. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gove are out on the wings. And it's Liam Callahan holding down the middle. Tonight's lineup for the Union Elite, Moon Diaz will lead things off at the guard, while MP starts at shooting guard. The tandem of Jake Bird and Brandon Harris are the forwards, with Drew Roberts playing the 5. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
Well, a big name to look out for the Highflyers is Devontae Mills. Not only a great player, but he's magnetic as a personality.
If Mills doesn't make it to the NBA, I'm sure he'll be on TV one way or another. He's got that level of personality, but he's a great lead guard that serves as the engine for his Highflyers team.
Now here's Brock. Over Diaz. It's rebounded by Robert. To the middle. He's now 1 of 2 with that bucket.
And although he is a guard, Diaz, he's not bashful. He's trying his luck inside, and with these results, you see why he goes in there.
Brock outside. Pass to Gove. Over Harris. This is off the left iron. And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
Now Brock. Pass to Callahan. Now here's Mills. Over MP. It's the front of the rim and out. Union Elite lead. Harris up top. They double team Harris. MP. Union Elite knocked down another 3.
They've really built themselves an impressive lead in the opening minutes.
Yeah, solid defense paired with an aggressive offense. They just keep gaining ground.
O'Neill. Mills with the ball. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Pass to MP. Back to Diaz. MP outside. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court.
So it's both teams making a change here, and the Highflyers call time here. O'Neill with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that one's good, it's Mills. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
From deep, it's MP. Another miss by MP.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
There is the speed. Mills with great ball control skills.
Pass to Harris. Harris slamming it home.
Inflicting some punishment on the defense with a two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now is the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Outside O'Neill. Mills. Again, Devontae Mills missing. MP high post with Mills on him. And here's MP on the outside. Misses the mark. His third miss of the game. He's now 4 for 7. And you look at both of these teams. Some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
The first one falls. He's perfect so far from the line. Here's the Highflyers. They trail by 14. Back to Mills. Pass to O'Neal. And another miss by the Highflyers. MP outside. Sinks it from distance.
Simply feeling it tonight. Most everything falling in.
Here's Brock, and here's Mills from outside. It's rebounded by Robert. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true. It could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it. But those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Shot clock at 3. The 3 from Harris. Second chance shot, and that's good off the glass that time.
A second effort from the big Robert. Coach and scouts will love to see that.
Just looking to get anything going offensively.
Honestly, it feels like there's a lid on the hoop right now.
And it's Mills missing. It's been all Union Elite in this one. 19-point lead, which is the biggest of the game. On the wing, Harris. MP. No good on the triple. Mills has it. Guarded now by Diaz. Gove outside. And nothing is falling for them right now. 1 second separates the shot clock and the game clock here. And here's MP on the outside. Outside for Harris. MP. No good from outside. Outside O'Neal. Mills. Fires for 3. No good on the last second shot attempt. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Union Elite on top, up 19. And we'll get you right back to the action on the other side of the break. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the second half of this WCBL matchup featuring MP and the Union Elite going up against Devontae Mills and the Highflyers. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
MP outside. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
The feed and the finish. Nice dish by Diaz.
This Highflyer squad is struggling. Goes outside. And they come right back down with their own three-pointer.
That is some quick payback. There is nothing more satisfying for a player than an immediate answer back with the 3-ball.
MP up top, covered by Mills. Another miss by MP. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
MP with the look. In for his 7th make in 13 attempts.
He's seeing the court like a pro today.
And his teammates know it. If they stay active and find the open spot on the floor, he will find them.
There's the 3. Mills, no good. And Union Elite has possession. They led as much as 20. Back to MP. Pass to Robert from about 16 feet out. And there's another one for the Union Elite.
Modern basketball really requires a respectable jumper from all 5 positions. And Robert, he's shaping his game to suit any team's needs. A nice J there.
Now go. Tries it from 19. MP grabs the miss.
In a situation like that, you'd like to see him make the extra pass.
Yeah, Drake, it's just not a high percentage shot. It's hurting his team's cause right now. Using his size around the rim, Drew Robert doing work in the paint.
Pass to Mills. Back to Brock. Outside O'Neal. Off target from 3-point range. And Union Elite has possession. It's MP missing. Here's Mills. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. And watching Mills out there, it's easy to see why he's such a highly rated guard.
Well, for one thing, the vision he has, no question, it is special. And he plays with a looseness that can keep a defense guessing. Before they know it, he's either setting up a teammate or he found a shot of his own.
Here's Diaz. Pass MP. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from long range.
What a competitor. He's been looking for his shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
And without a doubt, MP has been taking it to the opposition. Mills just hasn't been able to keep up.
Feels like MP's throwing a little salt on the wound. First he doesn't pick the Highflyers, and then he comes out and dominates them like this. Ouch. Things have really gone south for him here.
Yeah, he can't buy a bucket. Not easy to shake off a cold streak like this.
Powerhouse play inside. Robert forcing his way through.
Brock outside. Over to the left wing. Here's Oladomi. Gov outside. Brock. No good on the 3. Pass to Robert. Back to MP. They get it back. Returns it to Robert. O'Neal with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Brock outside. Outside O'Neal. Off the mark there with the 3. Passes to MP. Back to Diaz. MP outside. 3-pointer Bird knocks it down from distance.
Totally in control right there. Jake looking like another Bird right there.
And it's Highflyers with the ball. On the wing, O'Neal. And another miss by the Highflyers. And Union Elite with possession. MP outside. Four on the clock from outside the arc. Hauled in by Highflyers. They're having trouble creating any kind of offense.
And you can really sense them tightening up a little bit at this point.
Brock outside. Off the mark and the drought continues. Union Elite with the ball. Outside MP. And again, a Union Elite knocked down the 3.
Well, Danny, it's pretty obvious what they discussed at halftime.
Everything offensively has been perimeter oriented.
On the wing, Brock.
Stay there!
Pass to Callahan. The layup missed.
And they're desperate for a bucket.
They can totally feel it slipping away. Got to get a jump start for their offense.
From deep, it's MP. And Union Elite knocks down another 3.
He's having a field day from beyond the arc.
Quick note to the defense, feel free to get a hand up. Someone might want to actually guard him.
Brock outside, Dove up top. And another miss by the Highflyers. Union Elite with the ball. MP, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're creating some separation on the scorecard now. A nice cushion, and they're not even taking their foot off the gas.
Up top, it's O'Neal, now covered by MP.
A lot of bricks put up off his shots, and one reason is that he keeps trying to force it when he's guarded. Move the ball around.
Can't cash it in from close range. Shot to stop the run. Here's Callahan. Excellent D there from Drew Robert.
He makes a courageous attempt to get inside, but defense forms the wall and he can't get past.
Beautiful play. Right there, you see two guys completely on the same page.
He makes a courageous attempt to get inside, but defense forms a wall and he can't get past.
Beautiful play. Two guys completely on the same page.
时间播放。对，库里，对，这怎么回去？镜头。哦。呼呼。然后移动。放大。有妹，好帅！
Here's the Highflyers, and the foul called on MP. That's his first foul, so both teams changing it up here. Here's Brock. Pass to Mills. And he loves it up towards the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. Union Elite will have it.
That right there, an inexcusable turnover.
Who's got MP? MP outside. Around Jay. And that's a bomb from 3-point range.
That right there.
哇，也好大！我操，杀脚！我操！
Around Jay. An absolute bomb.
bomb from three-point range.
That right there.
我操！哎，干中场了哎！对，靠背哦。干好帅！
Is a good shooter. Can't let him get clean looks.
Mills outside. And they bring over the double to Mills. Brock throws it down.
Come on, a smaller guard. Jason Brock getting way up.
Samick, defended now by Callahan. And out of bounds, the Highflyers will take it. And here's Brock. Pass to Mills. Brock. Five on the clock. Here's Gov. This one for three. That shot off the mark.
And even if it didn't fall, you're more than okay with him trying the three in that occasion.
NP with the look. Pass to Bullock. MP. From outside, it's off the mark. Mills outside.
Get the perimeter!
So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, the way MP played tonight, making an impact for this Union Elite team. You can tell the guys look to him for inspiration. Maybe I will too, because not to mention the offense, the defense, the effort, it was everything tonight.
You gotta like MP's chances to land on an NBA roster someday, Danny. And on the other side, Devontae Mills, he's also showing what he's got.
Yeah, you especially like his leadership and his unselfishness on the court. He couldn't quite make enough plays for the Highflyers to win, but scouts certainly know who he is.
And so that'll do it for now. And for Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for tuning in.
My man MP. That's what I'm talking about, man. Thanks, Mr. Kelly. Yeah, I told you couldn't guard me. Well, look, I just got the word, and you, my friend, are going to the All-Star Showcase.
Really?
That's right. So I'm gonna need one more performance just like that one.
Oh, I definitely got you, Mr. Kelly. I'm about to be the MVP of that All-Star game.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive. If.
Come on, Austin Kelly. You gotta believe in me now. You're my agent.
You're an incredible talent, MP. But you're going against an entire team of incredible talents, not the least of which is your matchup, Ice McCall.
Yeah, I know all about bro.
Well, then you know to take him seriously.
Look, definitely. Dude is a beast, but so am I.
I'm excited to see how you handle it.
I'm about to shock the world.
Look, definitely, dude is a beast, but so am I. I'm excited to see I'm about to shock the world.
$77哦。哦 ，All-Star Game。OK。
You ready, MP? You gotta play the game you elect tonight just for us to even have a chance.
Yo, I know I cooked you last time we played J Moore, but that's Nike's EYBL Select out there. If we're not all on point, you're gonna take turns dogging us. It ain't just on me tonight.
Yeah, but you're checking ice. Dude's a future lotto pick, man. I'm nice and all, but he's on a different level.
Hey, yo, I'm not scared of anybody I'm matched up against.
Oh yeah? Then why were we wearing street clothes when we played you guys? Disciplinary reasons? It's mad fishy, bro.
Yo, I know you're not talking. You lucky you didn't have to guard me.
If you say so.
Okay, since y'all all highly regarded, why don't y'all tell me what's so special about Tyson Ice McCall? Hey, I'm serious. Put that high basketball IQ to use and help me help us.
He is a bucket. Okay, I threat from everywhere. You can't give him any daylight.
He's a machine, bro. You can wait for him to make a mistake, but he never does. He's fundamentally sound.
And dude goes crazy in the clutch. Goat mode stuff. That's why they call him Ice.
Casual. Lethal. Since Steph Curry's camped with him last year. He had that aura about him. It's obvious he's going to be a pro.
This game's gonna have a lot of eyes on it. You got Slam out there, overtime, scouts from everywhere. But Ice isn't the only monster on that team. Which means we've got a chance to do something special. Tyson's got a lot going for him. I don't care. He's 19th in the country. I get that. But he's never beat me. And they've never matched up against us. Everyone in this locker room, and I mean everyone, has worked like crazy to get here. Which means we've got talent too. So let's go out there and show those EYBL dudes why we were chosen to play this game. If you want me to kill a monster, then I'm going for the head. So if you trust me to take on Ice, then I'll trust you to handle the rest. Bring it in on me. Let's go. All for one on three. 1, 2, 3. All for one.
All for one.
Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want to tell you seriously, I really relate to your story.
MP, right?
Right.
How'd you make this team?
What you mean?
Usually your league sends their best players to get clowned by us. And then there's you. I don't get it.
Okay, see, that
type of disrespect. Why you capping like you don't know about me yet? Oh, I know who you are. You're Dion's little pet. He got bored working with blue chippers, plucked you out of nowhere, then you had a hot few weeks so you start feeling yourself. Here's the thing though. I know that you know that this ain't real. I know that you're scared that one day soon the shots are gonna stop falling. You don't belong here, MP. You belong back home, you know, slinging breakfast to townies. And after this game, when you choke in front of all those scouts, that's exactly where you're going.
Welcome everyone, it's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
We've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL, even to fix the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
And a huge catalyst for this offense here. Out there for the Nike EYBL All-Stars, Joey Johnson and Tyson Ice McCall run the show. Bryant Malone and Chris Robinson look to make things happen out on the wings, and Al Prachunsi lurks in the paint. And looking at the starting lineup for the WCBL All-Stars, it's Devontae Mills and MP in the backcourt. The 3-and-D specialist Drexel Carrington joins Brandon Harris at the forward position, with Miles Thunderstone holding things down at center. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor, it's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor. Step it up to the challenge and return fire from three-point range.
Whoa, looks like we have a real battle for beyond the arc. Now, here's Mills. And the WCBL again with the bucket.
And Mills understands when to pick his spots on offense. Nice looking Jay there.
Malone on the outside. Up top, McCall pulls it from 20. Rebound goes to the WCBL. Pass MP. The three. What a great assist by Carrington as that one falls.
Man, oh man, he's really feeling it from three-point range now. All of a sudden, it seems like he just can't miss.
Malone on the outside. Back to Johnson. Now McCall. Outside, it's Johnson. The three is up. And Harris pulls down the rebound. And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall. Currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K YouTube 50, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end, and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Now here's Johnson. A nice shot by Malone.
That's a solid possession by Malone. He spaces the floor and keeps the defense honest.
Side MP. Stone. Back to MP. Jacks up the three. Where's Harris? Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That play sums him up. He works hard to get the board and has no hesitation on the finish.
Pass to Prachumsi. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
That's the strategy. Give Prachumsi the ball and get out of the way. This big man knows what he needs to do inside.
You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
Alone, number 3, Stone grabs the board. The West All-Stars leading this one. And here's MP on the outside. And Harris gets it to go.
Gotta give Harris credit for getting after it on the glass. He earned that second chance bucket.
Outside, McCollum. Not loose. Outside, MP. Outside for Stone. Return to MP. On the wing, Mills. MP. The 3 for Chumsey with the steal. And they're moving it up. Cologne can't hit.
Some tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother him on the shot,
but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Now here's Mills. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. They just can't get anything going offensively.
And you can see the frustration mounted. They just don't know who to turn to for points.
Here's MP. He's got 14. Sends it home from three-point land.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
Down low. And Harris with the rejection.
Hey, this is the authoritative defense you want to see from Harris. Starting the shot cold with a confident swat.
And every time we've seen Carrington, he's found a way to add something to refine his game.
He does so much with his shooting and his defense that anything else he gives you is icing on the cake. But I love the work ethic he's shown to continue improving, and I'm interested in some cake after the game.
Now a timeout called by EYBL. Johnson with the rock, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Lack. Goes to the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
All about the dime there. Terrific court vision.
MP with the rock, picked up by Johnson. Here's Schrader, back to MP. Now Chu, defended by Robinson. 5 to shoot, and here's MP on the outside. Ellis hits it again from deep. And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Now here's McCall. He has 6. And it looks like that'll be an illegal pick.
Wasn't quite set on that pick, and the refs were right on it.
Setting screens is an art, and that wasn't his best work.
No question who's been in control of this one.
Yeah, they have really taken charge.
Knocks it down from distance.
He's having a terrific game from downtown. Burying just about everything.
You can feel the confidence he has in his three-point shot at this point.
Now here's Robinson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Three-pointer. And Harris pulls down the rebound.
Important not to let your ego run the offense. You can see he answered that made three with one of his own. As we see more of Carrington, expect his playmaking to get better with experience.
Run the offense, you could see he really wanted to answer that made three with one of his own. As we see more of Carrington, expect his playmaking to get better with experience.
我操！哇靠！ 这样吧。我操！直接起飞！这样子，这样子。这隔扣的废物啊，很嚣张。
And here's McCall. Outside, Robinson. Kicks it to Johnson. Now Lack. McCall. And a great assist by Lack as that one falls.
They just knew where each other were, and that comes from practicing together.
Now MP. He's got 25. Now Harris. Outside Mills. Clock at 6. Screen by MP. And it's Mills missing. Here's Perchumpsy. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Get out of Perchumpsy's way. That's a big man running to the hoop.
On the wing, Stone. Outside Mills. Pure from three-point range. And Mills so skilled with the ball in his hands.
Mills has some things he still needs to work on, but you can see the playmaking. It's already there. He makes his teammates better, and he does it with joy on his face.
That one drops for 2.
Ooh, staying active on the interior, Robinson gets the look he wants.
Here's Harris. And Harris slams it home.
Whoa, that was crazy to even attempt.
He didn't just try it, he pulled it off. That was awesome.
Come on, that's a high school kid. Not fair, no way.
Now here's Perchumpsy, kicks it to Johnson. McCall, from outside the arc, Stone grabs the board. Here's MP, Mills, from downtown. That shot, no good. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the WCBL All-Stars. They lead by 18. And plenty more to come right after this. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. Here's Mills. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Carrington, like a good highlighter, gets into streaks from distance. Loves to set up from the outside. Right now, he's showing everyone what he can do.
Outside, it's Johnson. McCall takes a 3. Drops it in for long range.
That is some quick payback.
There is nothing more satisfying for a player than an immediate answer back with the 3-ball.
From deep, it's MP. And the rebound goes to EYBL. McCall on the wing. McCall draws a double. Perchumpsy misses the 3.
Even without the 3-ball falling for him, defense has to be better out there.
Yeah, there's no way he should be left that wide open.
A challenging stretch for the EYBL in this one. McCall from long range. Again, it's the EYBL trifecta.
Well, we talk about McCall's shooting ability often, He's just so good at cashing in from beyond the arc.
Carrington outside. Yes, that looks good. Mills picking up the assist.
He's seeing the court like a pro today.
And his teammates know it. If they stay active and find the open spot on the floor, he will find them.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. McCall. McCall finishing it off.
Wheeling that one in for two. Some ice in the veins of McCall. Pun intended.
Outside Mills. Mills on the wing. Over Johnson. And the WCBL again with the bucket.
Playing with his head up, locates his teammate, gets in the rock.
Cologne on the outside. Swings it to McCall. And there's a foul. It's on Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. There's the three. Another three for the WCBL.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Now here's McCall. And he drops it in from the low post.
This is what makes McCall such an enticing prospect. His ability to effortlessly take over games with his scoring is so impressive.
Out to Harris. MP. McCall covering. Inside. For Chumsey with the steal. McCall with the ball. He's picked up by MP. To the paint. Robinson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
How locked in is this guy Robinson? Taking the contact like a champ and wheeling that shot in.
And here's the West All-Stars. Their biggest lead was 21. Back to MP. To the middle. With the slam. And as accomplished as Miles Stone is on the court, you wouldn't guess that by meeting him. He's the most laid-back player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's funny. He's relentless out there in the post, backing guys down, dunking all over them with authority, and bringing the thunder. But talk him off the court, and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Just a very laid-back and chill kid.
Now here's more. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. And here's MP on the outside. Buries it from three-point range.
What a competitor. He's been looking for his shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
And you look at the production of these two stars between MP and McCall, it's been all MP so far.
For all the hype we've heard about McCall's offensive ability, it's been MP putting on the shot. He's come out of nowhere, and he's outshined one of the top recruits in his class. He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Timeout called by the EYBL. MP really making a difference in this one.
Well, they have done a dangerous thing. They've allowed him to get into a rhythm.
From deep, it's MP. Yes, and a nice dime from Stone.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
Now here's Johnson. For Chumsey. Stone defending. McCall for three. Just 5 on the clock. Good see that time from Drexel Carrington.
After the nice move to get down the lane, he found a whole lot of congestion once he got there.
From deep, another three for the WCBL.
This team showed up to send a message, and they're trying to end this game right now.
Yeah, you have to appreciate their effort at both ends. They've been relentless, and they've been impressive.
And McCall gets it to fall.
And McCall is so poised and close. You can't allow him to get comfortable like this.
Yes, to Carrington. MP. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. And he knocks down the first one.
We look at a chance to talk about Carrington at the line. One of the few times he's not running, swiping, or just launching from deep. One of the top momentum prospects around, and he always is in motion.
Now here's McCall. Pass to Cologne. Back to McCall. Lays it up and banks it in.
We can't say enough for his individual performance so far, even if the team overall has been lacking in the effort department.
From deep, it's MP. Hits the three-pointer.
Part of the reason they can extend this lead, they've shot it so well. Just keep feeding them. Look to put this away in the fourth.
Now here's Perchumsey. Outside, it's Johnson. Pass to Cologne. Outside for McCall. Here's Perchumsey. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up 2.
That was just sheer muscle on Perchumsey's part. He simply wanted that rebound more than anyone else.
MP gets it to go.
It's so much fun watching a shooter have a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light is so bright.
Perchumsey outside. Back to McCall. Trying to come back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The West with the ball. Johnny Chu. He's guarded by Perchumsey. More on the wing. MP. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Perchumsey. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. A nice shot there by Robinson.
Good team play there. Sets him up nicely.
MP outside. And let's hits it again from deep. Now McCall. And a whistle blown against MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Robinson. They get it back. And there's the call on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far. Now here's McCall, covered by MP. And so they foul intentionally.
I have no idea why he's fouling there. Maybe there's a little bad blood between these two. Maybe that could be it. That's about the only explanation that I've got. And even then, it's not a really good one.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What an upset we just witnessed against a very talented group. MP was more than up for the challenge. I can't wait to see what the future holds in store for him. You have to think the MP's ceiling is sky high at this point.
Absolutely, Drake. And then for the EYBL All-Stars, a lot of talent, but not quite enough to get it done.
Well, Ice McCall, he did what he could, give him the credit, but at the end, they were just outplayed. Clearly, MP came out here to prove something, and it was not going to be denied. His effort was so strong.
And that's a wrap, everyone. For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys as a WCBL All-Star stun. The EYBL Select in a massive upset. Talk about how'd you do it. How are you feeling now that it's over?
I'm just so proud of our guys. Everyone, for most of us, this is our first time playing together. First time playing a game at this level, and everybody came out and handled their business and came together when we had to in order to beat what's a talented team over there. This is an unbelievable win. Just unbelievable.
Okay. But the matchup everyone was talking about heading into tonight was you versus Tyson Ice McCall. Not only did you win, you came with the MVP of tonight. Was that your goal coming into tonight?
No, but yeah, I always try to win and do my best, and tonight I had to go through Ice to do that, and y'all know how good he is. I definitely wanted to put on a show tonight. I knew if we won, I'd get a lot of attention. You know what? I wanted an MVP. I did. I thought I could do it and I did it. So, yeah. Power of positive thinking and all of that.
Well, congrats, MP. Thank you for your time.
I really appreciate it.
Turning into really exciting scene.
Well,
hey, there he is, the man of the hour. Great game, MP. Great game, man.
Thanks. So do you think that made up for me being suspended?
Oh, well, it certainly can't hurt. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well, now, let me give you a few days to get all my ducks in a row. We want to wait for some colleges to maybe show interest if we didn't show any before, or maybe some who already liked you want to come forward, some bigger offers or better roles. But we also still want to see where you land on the final 250 of the year.
Right.
When I get a full picture, then we'll get together, go over your options. I just don't want to rush anything.
Hey, that all sounds great to me.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, give me a few days, I'll hit you up. Meantime, baby, you do you.
Already did.
All right.
Picture, then we'll get together, go over your options. I just don't want to rush anything. Hey, that all sounds great to me. Yeah. Well, hey, listen, give me a few days, I'll hit you up. Meantime, baby, you do you. All right.
Okay. I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off, so I'm going to get right to it. The play next year is Europe. That's your path to the NBA.
This seems...
Rip the Band-Aid off, so I'm going to get right to
Wait, you're not kidding.
Play next year.
Europe? Mm-hmm. No. The play is college. It's always been college.
Plans change, MP.
No, I did everything. Everything I was supposed to. I'm ranked. I have scholarships.
No. The play is...
Why are we changing the plan now?
Listen. You did an amazing job these past few months.
Oh, I did everything.
But the problem is that you came to the game too late. You have too much ground to make up for, and you can't do that in college, man.
You did an amazing job these past few months. But the problem is that you came to the game too late. You have too much ground to
I'm
make
going
up
to be honest with you, Mr. Kelly.
do that in college, man.
I'm starting to wonder if you should be my agent.
All right. Can I make my case?
I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. Kelly. I'm starting to wonder. The floor is all yours.
Can I make my case?
Okay. You can answer questions in Europe that you can't answer in college. Questions that NBA GMs need answers to if they're going to draft you. And most importantly, you can answer them next year. College is at minimum a 2-year plan. You've got too many established players ahead of you to hit as a freshman, and every year you don't get drafted, your odds of getting drafted plummet.
You can answer them next year.
Okay.
College is at minimum a 2-year
I want to see what you see.
got too many established
So,
players ahead of you to hit
walk
as a
me through it.
freshman, and every year you don't get drafted.
The biggest question facing 80% of players entering the draft is whether they have an NBA body. You go to Europe, play against grown men, you've answered that question.
Still not seeing it. What else you got?
You can prove you don't have character issues.
80% of players entering the draft is whether they have
Man, I was late to one game.
And got suspended for the biggest game of the only season you have played in competitive club league ball. It's not fair, but it's out there. You go to Europe, you can prove that you play with a professional work ethic, and now you've answered another question, a big one.
It's not fair.
Okay. So I'm behind.
You can prove that you play with a professional.
How do I make up all this ground?
Now you've answered another.
In Europe, you'll devote every waking minute to basketball while your peers are back home sweating out midterms. That's a huge advantage. And not for nothing, but the salary in Europe is way better than any NIL you're
The
getting.
only money I care about is the NBA money. I'm not trying to fumble that bag because the NIL isn't good enough.
I make a percentage of your salary, MP.
Not for nothing.
I'd be a fool to do anything that jeopardizes your NBA
The
career.
only money I care about is the NBA money.
That's a good point. I have nothing.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby, Luka, and Giannis. Scouts know how to evaluate what you're doing overseas. And by the way, you wouldn't be the first American to do this either. Ask LaMelo if he regrets skipping college.
Look, we live in a world with Wemby.
Do I have any offers?
2 of them. I wouldn't bring this to you on a whim. The first one is from Basket Madrid in the Spanish National Champions League, the most competitive league in Europe. If you thrive over there, you are guaranteed to get drafted.
Okay, so what's the other one?
Paris FC Basket in the French Basketball Super League. They got a lot of first-round prospects this year. Outplaying them will cement your spot on any GM's draft board.
I'm not gonna hold you. I like how those sound.
French Basketball Super League.
Plus, I'm hiring a professional videographer to chronicle it all, so GMs will see everything you do. Look, I know it's not what you pictured, but if you're honest with yourself, I think you'll know it's the right move.
When you're saying all of that, it makes sense in my mind. But not gonna lie, it doesn't feel great.
Well, it'll feel a lot better when you hear your name called on draft night.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm in. I just hope you know what you're talking about, Mr. Kelly.
Well, what's it going to be? France or Spain?
Let's see.
I just hope you know what you're talking about, Mr. Kelly. Well, what's it going to be? France or Spain? Let's see.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP. Welcome to the first episode of Out of Bounds, the new web series offering exclusive access to all things MP as I start the next chapter of my basketball journey in Bonita, España. Sick apartment, right? Yeah. My agent hooked me up with all this. And helping me put all of this together is my boy Xander Jones, one of the hottest young filmmakers in the game right now. Xander, can you show your face for a second and say hi to the people?
What's up, everybody? Looking forward to sharing MP's journey with you.
I appreciate that, Xander. All right, so more about me. Wait, Xander, do you have any questions?
A new country, new apartment, new life. How are you adjusting?
Man, I just landed yesterday, so my head's spinning a little bit, but I can't wait to get to work.
Oh, God. All right, well, what's on the schedule for today?
I have to head to my first practice, so that's really exciting. And our first game is in a couple of days against the league's MVP, so I'm looking to hit the ground running against him.
All right, after you settle in and got a little time to breathe, what are you the most excited about when it comes to living in Spain?
La comida. My dad's an amazing chef. He gave me this huge list of stuff I gotta eat.
How big is this list?
Bro, he's got this thing into categories. Like, first is classics. Jamón, ibirco, paella, tapas, patatas bravas, gazpacho, musto. That one's a grape juice made of wine grapes. That's crazy, right? Apparently they put an olive in it. I don't know, but I'm excited. Then he's got stuff like rabo de toro, pulpo, a la gallega, bacalao. Man, it goes on, but there's a whole section of Basque cuisine.
You working on that accent, I see. You weren't kidding about that list.
Yeah, my dad doesn't play when it comes to la comida, bro.
I feel you. Well, looks like you got an adventure ahead of you.
Yeah, for real, no doubt. And I'm excited to have you all along on the ride with me.
And cut.
My dad doesn't play when it comes to la comida.
Keep it a buck with me. How was that?
You were great. You seemed at ease, definitely comfortable in front of the camera, and you covered all things you gotta cover. Well, what's up?
I don't know, it's just doing this with someone else, it feels like there's more pressure.
Ah, man, you're crushing it. Trust me, I've been doing this long enough. You know, the basketball stuff, it pulls them in, but your personality, that's what they're here for. And you got that in spades, you don't need me to tell you that. Plus, listen, if we got to take and you don't like it, there's nothing. We can always do another one, bro. I got you. You know, the basketball stuff.
You're right. I appreciate that. Your feedback's good. Keep it up.
Thank you. So, you got any plans for after practice?
Rest and recovery. As much as I want to see the rest of this country, I came here to get my draft stock up and make the league. That's what I'm going to do, Xander.
So, you got any plans for after practice?
Rest and recovery. As much as I want to see the rest of this country, I came here to get my draft stock up and make the league. That's what I'm going to do, Xander.
Go!
Almost got you that time, ladies.
Better luck next time, MP.
I can't believe I do this every day. These practices are crazy.
You're tired?
I feel like I would throw up.
We're just getting started.
Hey, that's some good motivation. I can see why they made you team captain. Not saying that you're not good. You definitely can ball on the court too.
I'm not joking. We need fresh legs in the fourth. Right? Conditioning is everything. Everybody cuddle up. It'll make you a better player. Right? I do everything for a reason. It's absolutely critical to be the best conditioned team on the court. Fitness makes the difference between winning and losing, especially in the fourth. So we're going to do a shot scrimmage, full court. Let's see who's been keeping up with their conditioning program. Line them up!
Okay. Hey, Sergio, I got you this time.
Winning and losing, especially in the fourth. So we're going to do a shot scrimmage, full court. Let's see who's been keeping up with their conditioning program. Line them up! Okay.
Today's weather report. Rain, and more rain. Put it back!
You can't fly with me.
哦，随便绿耶，好爽哦！
With the foul.
还是进，还是进。 看的。哎呀！
Get
犯规了。
Nice bucket, MP.
Some of you are already than others. You better clean that up quick. Now, if we're going to be successful at the end of games, we have to be able to run our sideline out of bounds sets forwards and backwards. First set we're going to work on is called Granada. We're looking to spring Sergio for an open three in the corner. So NP!
Oh, see, coach.
You gotta set a good screen here, okay? You're late, you're down the water. And I want you here. Not here, but right here. You got me?
Vale, I got you, coach.
Let's go! Let's go, MP, move it! Move it, MP, let's go! Move it! Hey. Again, get up, MP, move it!
That all you got, America? The Cowboys supposed to be tough. You're not very nice.
He's like that with everyone. You keep dealing with someone like Lazard, you can't back down. That guy's built like a bear. He wasn't born that way. He worked for it. Prove it. I know what it's like to be in your shoes. It's a hard adjustment to the pros. You just gotta keep working. You'll be fine.
Enough chatter. Let's line him up again.
All right. I'm ready. It's a hard adjustment to the pros. You just gotta keep working. You'll be fine.
Enough chatter. Let's line him up again.
All right. I'm ready.